This young lady, I'm sure she are aware of the work of the civil rights movement, wherein women achieved the right to vote. And as a person that attended Tuskegee University in Alabama, she has concerns. And once again, as you listen to her concerns, what did you hear about her words in the Quitman Free Press that have been in existence from 1800 to present? What did you hear in the Quitman Free Press about what this young lady is about to say? What have you heard in the Thomasville Enterprise? What have you heard in the Valdosta Daily Times and local newspapers here in South Georgia? Listen, please.
I'll make a statement. What hurts me, my county commissioners, Mr. S.O. Jones, Mr. Joe Wingate, and Mr. Howard Lawson, find nothing wrong with this. They find nothing wrong with this. How much can one community endure to have the right to have our votes cast and counted for who we want to represent us?
The question remains, how much can a community take? The people watched in shock and awe how 10 outstanding citizens, highly respected by their own community, were taken up off the street and arrested and treated like common criminals. I was in Atlanta when the Quitman 10 were arrested, and they called me, George, these people gone crazy down here. They doing it again. They rounded all of us up. And so, being in Atlanta, I got on the phone and I called the civil rights leaders across the nation. I called the Secretary of State's office, and I called others about what was going on in South Georgia. And for the most part, it was like the tree that fell in the forest, and all the people was in New York City when it fell. But it seems as if though God has a way today of doing what he always get done, and that is informing the people through courageous people such as Fannie here. And we appreciate Miss Fannie Gibbs for telling the story. No. For telling the truth. Enough stories already been told. Let's hear her once again, and let's see when the local news media here in South Georgia, and Governor Deal and the Atlanta Journal and Constitution and CNN, we gonna find out the value of our sons and daughters dying and being injured on foreign battlefields for the rights of others, only to return home to see there is no freedom of the press and freedom of speech because the people are living in fear. I'm asking you to look and listen to the heartbeat of your community. Listen, please.
Want to bring up anything else?
It is indeed a great honor for me to do what I'm doing, because it is indeed time for a change. I was delighted to hear that Secretary of State Brian Kemp's office has sent an investigator down, but I also hope, well, let me listen. Listen to my words. Listen, I just had to say this. Listen, I'm going to share this before we close. Hey, I know this ain't nothing to write down, but I want to thank you for coming. I really do. I think this is something that has been needed for a long time. And I'm hoping that it is weighed, pursued, and some type of correction action taken that we can actually say that it is a first step, baby step maybe, toward the right process to give the people of Brooks County and Lowndes County faith in the electoral process once again. Especially those people like Mr. Maxwell, who I understand was wounded in Vietnam and almost lost his life. And so I'm hoping that this is not just a meeting. And I believe that you're sincere, and I just hope that it don't get lost in the cosmos of the political arena that are now prevalent in our nation. Thank you very much for coming.
What I'm going to do is be able to send you a CD, because when Ken Collin, you understand, realized he had got himself in a lot of trouble. Yes, sir. And Ms. Cox, when that officer called him up and told him, what in the world you think that you've done? What he did, he immediately, you understand, called up Lawyer Copeland. And he left a voice message on Lawyer Copeland's phone, apologizing to Lawyer Copeland and to Commissioner Maxwell, you understand, that he overstepped his bounds. But I have a copy, you understand, of that information. We will make sure that you get a CD. Okay. We're going to forward up to you, okay? So you can go on and listen to it, okay?
I have one other question before it.
Well, so it is. And we're going to keep you informed, even if the local newspapers do not. Once again, you know, I don't get paid for this. I don't reap anything from it outside of trying to help the active duty military veterans stationed at Moody Air Force Base, the 23rd Rescue Wing out here, Combat Rescue Wing, and the people at Valdosta State University, especially young people outside of the area who are trying to build confidence in the electoral process, trying to further their education so they can become productive members in our society. To the people at Wiregrass Technical College who are trying to find skills that they can take care of their children in a world of equality and justice for all. And this is why I do what I do. Because I know as our sons and daughters attend Georgia Military College, they need to know the truth, and they should not have it suppressed. Nor should the members at public governmental meetings in our city be the last item on the agenda throughout several of the South Georgia communities. And I believe that unless we the people stand up to bring about change, then there's not going to be any. This is Boston, G.B.R. on YouTube, George Boston Rhynes, giving you the truth, because only truth gonna set us free. Bye-bye. We gone.